kind of fun to navigate through the wilderness park brush holding a video camera and a clipboard and a compass, trying to make videos while we climb over things, but we seem to be making it work okay. Either way, it's a lot of fun. For example, videotaping, holding a clipboard, trying to navigate over that. Wearing a 50-pound rucksack, still got it. So we've dead reckoned to this tree here with the split V, and now Tyler's gonna take its bearing again and shoot a new dead reckoning, and we'll continue along with our pace count at that next known location that we can see in front of us along our bearing. So for those of you who are unaware, Wilderness Park here at the Hell's Gate entrance used to be home to what was called Camp Epworth, and it was the largest Christian-based outdoor camp in the world. Speakers from all over would come here, including Teddy Roosevelt and other prominent outdoorsmen of his time. Thousands of campsites, cabins, artificial lakes, everything was here. You can still see some of the foundations on the rise over there.
All right, hunt about 90 meters to go.
90 meters.
And I'm gonna go around.
Okay. We'll go around. Okay. All right. All right, let's see what we can do here. Woo. So this is humbling because we were pretty far off. But in the workings of land nav, having to go around as many features as we did is inevitably going to throw you off. So we got, there it is, yeah, our second stake.
That is low.
Now that we have our known location for our second stake, we can plot our coordinates for the next one. 92. Will be, I think that's 215. Red in the shed, which means our bearing is that direction. Do I have that correct?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna head. So. We've got it set to 215. Then we put the red in the shed and line it up. And we're gonna use Tyler's pace count of 66 steps for every 100 meters.
Yep, our path is going right, basically over the edge of the creek.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting there. Game trail.
That last one, we had to go 210 meters through the brush at 215 degrees. Our distance wasn't too bad for pace count, but we were off on our bearing when we arrived by about 20-25 meters. But we found it. Helps to know that Tyler knows where they're all at anyway. So, all right, off to the next one. So we've got to go for our next point, bearing of 317 degrees at 390 meters, which is a long ways. But when we look at the map, we can tell that our coordinate is in the channel depression of the original man-made lake. So we know as we get to that location where we can start looking. Interesting things about being disoriented in the woods is that we were planning on walking that direction, and we put our bearing of 317 meters in, and it actually points over here in this direction. So it's always good to have a compass, I guess, huh?
All right.
So we are now down inside this channel, which used to be a U-shaped offshoot of the Salt Creek, and it was a man-made lake, and they had gondola rides through here and bridges. And in the center on that high rise there, they had a central lodge with rooms and dining and all the above. So it was a pretty cool facility. Sometimes trying to dead reckon in the woods is a little difficult, because as you point to a tree or a feature in the distance, as you walk, sometimes you only need to take a step or two in one direction and the trees look completely different. And being a guy, you don't act like, oh, I missed my tree. You just keep going in the wrong direction. Walking through the brush, you get all sorts of stuff stuck to you. And you take the periodic thorn right to the crotch. Walking through the heavy brush. Oh, yep, there's a thorn right there. Right in the crotch. Feels so good. That's why we come out and do this. We are at 200 meters. We will put down another ranger bead to help us keep our pace, because you'll undoubtedly lose track if you just try to keep it in your head. All right, Tyler, take us home, drop us right on top of it. And there's our stake. Tyler brought us right home. Right there it is.
350.
Gotcha.
But our bearing was right on.
Our bearing was right on. So as long as you get the bearing right, you should come across your object, right? You'd think. So for point number 5, our second to the last point, we got to go 353 degrees at 290 meters, and it's almost due north. So we'll head in that direction. Look at that. Look at those thorns. Give you a reference. That's my finger. Catch one of them in the groin, makes for a bad day. So we made it back to the crossroad. We've been in the south part of the park. This is the road, and you can see our vehicles down there. And we're gonna head into the north part of the park. And on this side used to be the Cornhusker Council Boy Scout camp back in the 40s through the 70s or so. So there's a lot of campsites and posts and roadways through here that leave the scars of an old camp. But the road and Tyler's pace count is right on. Mine probably would have been a little bit off, but whatever.
This is a good time to maybe understand some concepts of orienting yourself to the map and the land. So on our map, we have the road here, which we can see. Oh, we can't see it from right here, but it's right over this hill. So we know if we go further west than the road, we've gone too far. Up here is also a road, and it's south of that. So if we go past this road, we know we've gone too far. And those are called, you can call them handrails, or this road actually would be a handrail because we're not going to cross it, but we're kind of going along it. And then this road here would be called a catch point.
Right down on the mud. We are now down in the depression, so it's got to be just straight ahead, right?
I hope so.
This is your end pace?
Yeah.
Okay, so we ought to be down in this depression somewhere, huh?
Yeah. It's got to be.
There it is. Nailed it. So for our last point, Tyler's got the coordinates plotted.
We're
And we are here in the depression, and our next one actually is in the depression. So instead of dead reckoning up and over the top, we're just going to traverse the bottom of the terrain at roughly the pace we need. And we came right upon it. Well, somewhat easy. We knew it would be down in this channel, as long as we knew the distance we had to go. Hey, a free mallet. I'm taking that thing.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Wonder why that's down here. We got our last steak. Hoorah.
Nice.
So we're finally exiting the park. We're gonna get up on top of the road and head back to the trucks. The woods behind us, and we are on the road now, and we got about half a mile to the trucks, so we're gonna head that way, and we're gonna crank the tunes to get us there. See you back. That wraps up overland navigation for this year. We'll be back at it probably in March before the vegetation fills in, and we hope to see more guys at it. We have some ideas already in mind for how to make it more of a game. Might involve some Ruck gym equipment. It might involve a log, who knows, but we'll need some guys to show up, so hopefully we'll see you there.